guys, look! There's a weird Pokemon here.
Oh wow, how convenient. We can start our presentation now. That intro took up a lot of time.
Let's see what it is. I'll look it up in the Pokédex.
This creature is part of the phylum Kinorhyncha, also known as mud dragons.
That's no dragon Pokemon. It's too pathetic. The only thing that it has in common is the bilateral symmetry.
The phylum is divided into two orders, Cyclorhyncha and Homo, are different. These solitary invertebrates live in marine environments, usually in brackish water. They can be found on sandy beaches, sediment layers, and in algae at depths from 8 to 8,000 meters. Kinorhyncha are yellowish-brown and have segmented lungless bodies that are divided into 13. They are no more than 1 millimeter.
Wait a minute. Then why is this one so big? And why did we find it in the middle of nowhere? That doesn't make any sense.
Shut up, Ash. This is for plot convenience. Plus, a lot of things don't make sense. Like, why do we have to do a super complex project, a bunch of dissection drawings, a biobit video, an exam, phylogenetics, homework, super long lab sessions, and a paper in a span of a couple weeks?
I actually studied the Kinorhyncha in the past, and I have notes on them. Their bodies are covered with a lot of spines, which act as movable extensions of the body. The pharynx and the head, which are in the first segment, can be retracted with these plates called placids. The difference in the closing mechanisms of these plates are used to distinguish species.
Looking at this picture, the head is surrounded by oral stylets and a mouth.
Yeah, and behind the oral cones are scallods, which are spines for movement and sensory. In addition, there are no external cilia. They have a simple nervous system consisting of a brain and a basal nerve ring.
What do these guys even do? They just swim around all day? Do they have any hobbies? This guy isn't even moving. He might be dead.
Actually, Kinorhyncha can't swim.
So, these guys really are useless.
They extend their heads and use their interior scallods on their heads to move forward or dig into sediment.
That's nasty.
I read ahead of your notes. Kinorhyncha are pseudocellumates. They have an interior body cavity that gives room for their organs and for head retraction. As they move around, algae and bacteria get collected on its head scallods. They then suck them through the pharynx or can save it to ingest it at a later time.
They are food sources for a lot of larger marine invertebrates, such as shrimps and snails.
Kinorhyncha are kind of boring. Why couldn't we get the elves from Harry Potter? Or a turtle duck? Or a Yoda species? Or a rock?
These guys are not asexual and are dioecious. Male and female reproductive organs are in different individuals. However, male and females are indistinguishable visually.
They have larval and fertilization occurs internally. When they are born, they only have 11 out of 13 body segments. The other 2 are formed through molting. We don't know too much about egg production and their developmental patterns. We do know that they are protozoans, so their mouths develop first. It is assumed that Kinorhyncha reproduce year-round and that they release 3 to 6 eggs at a time.
We have to talk about its origin and about phylogenetic trees now. Otherwise, we're gonna get points docked off.
Oh, you're right. Let me use this program I book on Mesquite to generate some trees right now.
Mesquite? That's a barbecue sauce.
I added type of reproduction, presence of eyes, and hermaphrodites as additional characters. The outgroup is a sponge, Perifera. The closest relative is the earthworm, Annelida. Using the 16S phylogenetic tree, the outgroup is Perifera, and there are 4 closest relatives, Arthropoda, Annelida, Echinodermata, and Chordata.
Why is this tree in Russian? Oh, it's upside down. According to a published tree, the closest relatives are the Priapolida and the Laricifera.
A possibility for the difference is the characters that we used for our tree. Some structures are similar because they evolved to have the same function, not because they were inherited by the same ancestor. For example, squids and crayfish both have eyes that help them see, but their structures are different. The published tree also compares many more organisms.
There's no information about their lifespans. Their size and the fact that there are no fossil records makes it very hard for smart people to determine its origin and place on the tree.
Kinorhyncha have no known positive impact on humans, besides being part of the food chain. Here's a cool fact, Ash. They can be found all over the world, even in the Arctic. The cold doesn't bother them. A few of them also have eyes in their heads.
I don't want to find these guys. The real question is, do they know any Pokemon moves?
I don't know. They need to be studied more.
Let's learn more about it right now. It might show its moves, or I might determine its lifespan right now. Anyways, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt!
Pikachu!
Why isn't anything happening right now?
We need to reach the 5-minute mark.
We passed it already.